What is up, divine beings? Peace, love, abundance, blessings. This is AstroPapi, and I'm doing a video on lessons to learn when working with Aphrodite, the goddess of love, romance, pleasure, beauty, friendship, and abundance. Now, as you know, the Greek gods are very powerful and have a very strong influence in history. And yes, these deities are real. And yes, we can work with these deities to support us in our life path and our life journey. But here's the thing. A lot of people come to Aphrodite thinking that all you have to do is one candle ritual and boom, there you go. You attract an instant lover. Now, I hate to break it to you, but Aphrodite is a divine mentor, a divine teacher, a spirit guide who is very loving, who is very sweet, who is very gracious, who is very giving, who is very playful and fun to work with as well. But that does not mean that you are going to approach her without a commitment. And when I say a commitment, Aphrodite's not a goddess who's gonna demand for offerings and want this and want that from you. It's not really about that. It's, are you committed to your self-love journey? Because see, a lot of people say they want love. A lot of people say that they want to change in love. They just want to find the right person. And we all know those people that complain about love but date the same person, they never got out of that relationship, or they complain about love but they don't put themselves out there, or they attract the same type of partners. And when you're working with Aphrodite, any internal blockages you have that prevent you from finding true divine love will be seen, will be investigated, and she will call you out in it. This is a call out from love, and this is so that we get out of a cycle of giving our energy away to those who are not deserving. All right? So when you're working with Aphrodite, self-love is the key component and ingredient. She is going to ask you to give to yourself. Aphrodite is not going to ask you to spend dimes on her. She's going to ask you to spend dimes on yourself. And this is very, very true for those who know this already. If you work with Aphrodite, Aphrodite does not allow you to be cheap on yourself. If you're going to work with Aphrodite, you are going to have to be comfortable with spending money on yourself. Of course, this can be done sustainably. This can be done within your means. You can get savvy. You can get creative, but you cannot shortchange yourself. If you know, for example, that there is a healthier food option for you to do, whether that's for you to cook or for you to order if you're working and you just can't cook right now, then go for the healthier option, even if it costs more, because at the long run, it will charge up your physical vessel. It will be better for your health. Aphrodite very much cares about the body. Remember, this is Venus, the senses. This is very, Greek gods and goddesses, they're very much about physical sensations, being within your body. So yes, what you eat really matters because that's how you charge your vessel. And you cannot attend to a spiritual altar outside of yourself if you're not attending to the altar that is your body. See, with Aphrodite, she will call you out and you will hear it. There'll be times where I'll be cheap on myself, where I'll be like, I don't want to get that extra sorbet or whatever. And she'll be like, why are you denying yourself pleasure? Or I'll be like, look, I'm trying to save money on this. And she's like, okay, but your routine is keeping you stuck and it's keeping you creatively blocked. And you have to allow yourself to make that investment for you. So this can be an investment, again, of buying yourself something nice or upgrading your food, upgrading what you eat and not feeling bad about it. This can be an investment of, I'm going to take myself out on dates. I'm going to go out by myself, because when you're working with Venus and Aphrodite, you best believe you're going to have to put yourself out there. And for me, this has been going out on dates with myself. I live in New York, so I'll be out and about doing my own thing and meeting people. She will bless you. She will bring you new dating prospects too. This isn't just about, oh, I'm going to petition for love and it comes right on my doorstep like Amazon delivery. It is not like that. You are going to petition love, and you are also going to be in a state of self-love. So guess what? You got to start treating yourself the way you would a partner. Aphrodite will tell you, okay, what love languages do you like? Do you like somebody buying you gifts? All right, it's time you start buying yourself gifts. Do you like somebody giving you words of affirmation, telling you you look good, telling you you look sexy, telling you you look hot? Then guess what? You have to start doing that for yourself. Do you want somebody who is going to take you on very thoughtful and considerable dates, quality time? Then guess what? It's your time now to give yourself that quality time. There's no shortchanging yourself when you're working with Aphrodite, and Aphrodite will very much care about the wardrobe that you're wearing. Here's the thing, whatever guides you're working with, the clothes you wear can really help you in embodying their energy and being able to receive their energy. I've said this before in other videos, when I work with more darker spirit guides, then I tend to wear darker colors. When I work with Aphrodite, I will want to wear more bright colors. And that's because this allows me to embody her energy, receive her blessings, receive her medicine. That's all how it works, yo. So if, again, you're working with Aphrodite, you can't shortchange yourself. This can mean that if you got to step up your wardrobe, step up your wardrobe. And this isn't for any outside validation. This is for you. This is so that you can feel good about yourself. If you know you've been procrastinating on beauty, grooming, anything like that, that's going to go out the door with Aphrodite. And it's not coming from a place, again, where you're doing any of this for outside acceptance or approval, but you know what you feel like when you are really taking good care of yourself. You know what that feeling is. You know that that takes work. You know that that takes energy. You know that that takes money. You know that that takes time. But when you're working with Aphrodite, you make that time for yourself, because if she sees that you're giving yourself enough love, she will always give you stuff in return. So that's how it works. I know there's a lot of deities out there that you got to give them consistent offerings. And yes, Aphrodite takes offerings, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But you also have to give yourself offerings when you're working with Aphrodite. Meaning that she might tell you to get yourself flowers. She might tell you to go on a self-love date once a week. That's what she tells me. She might tell you to get back into a creative medium. If you're a painter, a writer, an artist, a singer, she might tell you to have sexy photo shoots in your own home. She might tell you to cook yourself some romantic dinners. And these spirits work within our means, so it doesn't matter what your budget is. It doesn't matter what your finances look like, all right? You could thrift a good piece. And if you can't thrift a good piece, she might be like, okay, let's look at what you have right now in your wardrobe, and we're gonna put something together. And we're not gonna wait for the right moment to wear something sexy. You're gonna wear that right now today. That's Aphrodite energy. Aphrodite is very much about how can we start celebrating life right now? How can we start celebrating life today? When you have a harmonious relationship with yourself, you are able to attract harmony in the outside world. When you start loving yourself the way you want a partner to love you, to treat you, then you start attracting people like that. But until you stop procrastinating on giving to yourself, whether that's time, money, energy, attention, praise, then you're not really going to have any gates or doors open when it comes to love. That is truly how Aphrodite works. So whatever it is, whatever you're asking for, you need to start romanticizing your life that same way. If you're asking for, like, let's say, for example, somebody to financially spoil you, a sugar daddy, sugar mama, whatever it is, right? You're trying to be a sugar baby. You need to start being your own sugar baby for a little bit. Within your means, doesn't mean you have to get crazy, but start romanticizing your life. Get yourself some flowers if you want flowers all the time. If you want a partner who can cook, start cooking for yourself. Take yourself out to nice places. If you want a partner you want to travel with, start doing short trips. If you're not able to do some big, long, extensive, extravagant trip, do something short, all right? Do a staycation if you have to. But these are all rituals that you can do. This is a path that you can do to really, really receive the most from Aphrodite. Now, Aphrodite does rule love, but she also rules glamour. And when you're doing glamour magic with Aphrodite, you gotta look at yourself in a mirror. You gotta give yourself affirmations. You gotta tell yourself you're hot, you're sexy, you're beautiful, you're bold, you're confident, you're a piece of art. And you can light candles right after you give those affirmations. Candles placed near your mirror. Her favorite colors are pink and red. Pink is more so her gist. Red is when, we gotta spice it up a little bit. that's something you can do for Aphrodite. If you also, let's say, want to attract business, same thing. You can light a pink candle for her, put some dollar bills under the candle, and ask for abundance, ask for money to come in. When it comes to Aphrodite, she does bring financial opportunities through social networking, through events. I find this to also, in my experience working with the Orisha Oshun, not that I'm saying they're the same, but I find the same thing to happen where I get a lot of my opportunities through events. And, Oshun is an embodiment of Venus's energy, that self-love, that sexy maiden energy. And it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter if you're already a parent. It doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, your 90s. And yes, there are people in this world who look good, who live healthy in their hundreds. So it doesn't matter where you're at. You could still be in that maiden state. You can still be in that maiden energy. And that attracts opportunities through connections, through being bubbly, through being you, through having that charm. When you're working with Aphrodite, you will feel Aphrodite's glow on you, Aphrodite's blessing on you. Just don't be lazy when it comes to your relationship with you, and let her guide you. I'm filming this literally right before Valentine's Day of 2024. Tomorrow, I'm out. Aphrodite said we're gonna take you shopping. We might go to a museum. We're gonna just go around, and I want you to give to yourself. Because if you say you want love and you say these are the ways you want love, you need to know what that energy looks like. You need to know how to receive that energy, all right? All right. If you're trying to give Aphrodite offerings, flowers are your go-to. White, pinks, and reds, roses, but can be open, but roses, tulips are really good. She likes wine, white wine, bubbly wine, Chardonnay, pink wine. If you work in a business that is beauty or fashion or anything like that, jewelry, oh, she's there. She will support and protect your business. Aphrodite protects love as well. Aphrodite brings sweetness. Aphrodite also shows you how to approach conflict with sweetness, meaning that, sometimes you catch more flies with honey, and sometimes, you gotta just let the hate move around you, but it don't gotta move near you, meaning that you just shake it off. You just act politely and happily unbothered because you're just in a state of joy with you. Play a lot of love music with Aphrodite, but dedicate that music to you, or play music that makes you feel a beat. Aphrodite is a spirit that likes to dance a lot. She's a goddess that wants to dance, and you will find yourself feeling happy, feeling joyful. Play love music when you're working with Aphrodite. You might even see scenes of love. Aphrodite will give you visions of love as well, just to show you what is possible for you, just to show you what is out there for you, all right? So that's some stuff on working with Aphrodite. This is a path. You have to be patient. Divine love doesn't come tomorrow, and things work with time in mind. So things do work with divine timing in mind. And some people get mad at that, but it's like, there is a cycle and phase for everything. And just myself as an example, I remember when I was in my early 20s, early teens as well, like my 15, 16s, I was like, I can't wait to find love. I can't wait to find the one. I was definitely a romantic. And now I'm about to enter my 30s, and I'm really, really, really grateful that I spent it mostly single, because I spent it really knowing the fullness of who I am. I wouldn't have known my spirituality. I would have been honestly lazy if I just had love right in front of me. I would have been like, well, who cares about this? I'm just going to go for love. And I probably would have been in a relationship where I cared more about the love or the relationship than myself. And that's not how it works with Aphrodite. That's not how it works with true love. With true love, you realize that you are whole and complete within yourself, as Aphrodite will teach you. And then from there, once you generate that love within you, somebody else comes. But guess what? Even when that somebody else comes, even when that is your soulmate, your divine counterpart, the twin flame, whatever we're going to call this, right? Even when the right person shows up, your relationship with you never ends. Your relationship with self-love never ends either, all right? All right, we're going to pull 3 cards just to see if there's any other messages that Aphrodite wants to say. If you like the statue or if you like the deck I'm about to use, which is the Goddess of Love Tarot, I do have an Amazon shopping list that you can find on the about below. If y'all have any questions about Aphrodite, I also have other videos with her. I'll make sure to add this to a playlist. You can ask any questions below. Is there any messages Aphrodite has to give? Spirit, tell us. We have the Six of Swords. If you are healing from any past relationships, Aphrodite will help you with that. You can do self-love baths. I'm seeing salt, Epsom salt, lavender, roses, rose hips. You could even put strawberry leaves. And bathe, use water for transmutation, the Two of Pentacles. Following your heart instead of your mind. It's like some of you who are watching this feel like love is too late because of your past or because of your age. And I'm hearing that you're limiting your options. You are very much limiting your options. And when you're working with Aphrodite, Aphrodite is going to show you visions of what love can be like for you to let you know your options are a little too limited right now, and it's because your mind has set those limitations. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. I think that Aphrodite just wants me to say that a lot of people underestimate the power of love, and love is crucial. Love is center. Without love for self, there's no love to extend to others. Spirituality is very much rooted and connected with the heart chakra as well. Intuition isn't just the third eye of the crown, it's also the heart. And without love, we don't have a proper foundation. We don't have proper rooting. So when you're working with Aphrodite, you're really learning how to open your heart to not just romantic love, but to the love of friendships, to the love of Earth or Gaia, to the love of the universe, to the love of the cosmos, all right? All right. One last card, we have the Crone of Wands, confidence, magic, sex magic, ooh, beauty magic. Yeah, there's a lot Aphrodite can teach you. So be open when you're working with her because she has a lot of secrets in store. If you're somebody who's introverted or you could be a little bit shy or anxious, Aphrodite will show you how to step into that limelight, baby. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. My name is AstroPapi. I offer spiritual consultations and private readings. How to do so is on the about below. If you're watching this during the month of February, I do have a February love reading special. You can find that on my community post on my page. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. I appreciate y'all.